Hello there. This is the second take of this stupid thing because I get kind of confused and boring and stuff like that. But we're here because it is now March 23rd, 1990, hail the new decade, and we're going to be selling this house. In fact, I think as of today it might even be sold. So we're moving over South Euclid Way, somewhere over there. And what I thought I'd do is give us a little tour of the house, a couple reminiscences, perhaps a memory or two of things that happened here, and just to kind of remember this place because we've lived here since 1969, and it's really a beautiful place, and I think I'm going to miss it. I'm sure everybody will. It's just a great place. We're going to go outside, we're going to go upstairs. And also, I haven't seen most of the house since I've been here. I just got in last night, so a lot of the things I will discover, probably the things that I will discover missing, are going to be a bit of a surprise because I don't know what's been done with things yet. So right now we're in the family room, and let me do a quick pan in the family room. That's a really good idea. All right. Let's starting over here. Very shaky, the shaky pan. Okay, there's the heater. There's the shrub dog in her usual cringing way. There's the entertainment system, playing the appropriate music. TV, which I think I have a bigger one. Oops, I just knocked something over. Excuse me for a minute. That wall right there is actually the original outside wall of the house. And there was a bush down in that area right in there. Azaleas, I think they're called. And I found my first Cecropia caterpillar. They have green bodies and really beautiful yellow and pink and orange barbs on their bodies. That's into the kitchen there. There's one of our various and sundry sleep couches. And then the fireplace, and the wood-burning stove. Okay. Oh, there's Miss. Hi, Miss. Keep kicking things. Okay, we'll go back over here. But, let's see. What I wanted to say was this place was built somewhere in 1971-ish. You know, I wonder if you can even see me. Well, we'll pretend you can't. 1971-ish, and it's funny, owing to the recent Scrabble success, this is where I got my first game show start. Because we used to come home at lunches, Craig and I, and watch Wheel of Fortune sitting there in the kitchen, and this place was all concrete and just bare, and then a TV, the old black and white TV was on a cart over there, and we'd watch Wheel of Fortune at lunchtime. And that was when Chuck Woolery himself was hosting it. And what is it? It's almost 20 years later, and I just was on Scrabble and Chuck Woolery, and he's a cool guy. To show you how things come around. And also another thing, when they were building this place, I had two turtles, Rebecca and Charlie. One of which was found crawling up the driveway, and another which was found on the side over there. And it was during the time that they were building this house that the tub, which we still have, housing Rebecca and Charlie, was tipped over and they crawled away, and I never saw my turtles again. That's okay. Now I have a lizard. His name is Pooch. I think that's about it for this place. I'll probably come up with something later. I don't know, I'm doing this. I don't drink coffee. And let's go see something else, shall we? Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're now going out of the kitchen, and no, we're going in. And let's see what we got here. Okay, well, this is just the kitchen. It's not very exciting, but oh, let's look at this picture here. You'll like this picture. Ooh, scary, isn't it? That was a picture of shrub that I took and made. Okay, that was nice. And there's a picture of Joel, which I forgot where that one comes from. Let's look at it. Boy, he was a cute kid. What happened? Alright. On this wall has hung a calendar for as long as I can remember, but unfortunately this is just a regular calendar. There used to be the big Academy calendars. In fact, we used to staple them on, like there used to be a layer, like 2 or 3 years old. Big, like huge, they covered, oops, sorry. They used to cover most of the wall. Now, let's look in here. There's a mirror, that's a cool shot actually. Alright, and this thing, can we see? Yeah, we can. If you look, this is the closet. This was always where everything was, and the cereal was kept over here. And the weirdest transformation is taking place. If you look, all there is oat bran. Everything, look. Okay, what do we have over there? Oat bran, wheat, cream of wheat, oat bran, corn flakes, more oat bran. And oat bran doesn't do anything for you anymore. You know, gone are the days of crunch berries. We mourn them. Let's look in here. Hey kid, how's it going? Well, this is actually kind of fun. I don't think I've ever done this before. Alright, we'll get in there. That's the living room. Let's look through the window, have a nice artsy kind of shot. But see, we're focused on the window, so we won't focus on that. Incredible how these things work. Now, this, unless I'm mistaken, this board we got from my father for either his birthday or Father's Day at some point. But years and years and years and years ago. I don't think we ever really used these spaces right here. I'm probably too close to focus, but these spaces right here were supposed to be, written on with this erasable pen, but I don't think we ever used them for that, or if it ever worked. I doubt it. Let's look outside for a moment. Yeah, see, it has to adjust, but looking outside, it's really a nice day. It's cold, but it is turning out to be a nice day. Nothing special in here. Actually, here's something interesting. Let's take a look. This is the spice cabinet. And it was, this used to be a hobby of mine when I was a kidlet. I'd come home from school and other people would have like cookies and milk or crackers or whatever while they're watching Speed Racer. But I used to raid the spice cabinet and just put things of spice on my hand and just lick up the spice. And that was the way I amused myself, and that's what I ate. And see, if we look over in here, this is the cabinet of drugs. Well, the brioche. Let's zoom in on that brioche, because the brioche, I used to mix that with brioche and just eat the brioche like it was candy sometimes. So, excuse me. Maybe that's why I appear to have brain damage. I don't know. But I think that comes because when I used to go over to Kyle Brown's house, we used to make concoctions. We used to call them concoctions, and we used to mix all sorts of spices and like seasonings and liquid seasonings like teriyaki sauce and spice and paste and things like that. And I don't know what we ever did with them, but we used to do stuff like that. Garbage can, dog bowls, television in every house. Is this the middle-class American dream or what? Okay. We got that for Christmas, the bread? I know it's not terribly important. It's just a bread basket, but hey, I remember something about it, so that means it's important. This is an equal opportunity kitchen. It is now, actually, and that's cool. Alright, I think that's about it for this room. Let's go like this, because this is a cool shot. Okay, fine. You see the world, the wheels, you see the wheels turn. I try to be profound and I just fumble over my words. This isn't supposed to be funny. You want comedy, go to a comedy store. So here we are. This is the front of the house. This is my eyebrow itches an awful lot. Have you noticed that? This is the piano room. This is the stereo. Stereo meet people, people meet stereo. What does it say? Incredible, the things you find out. Well, I'll show it to you later, but there's a phone there. There's never been a phone here in like 20 years. Here, I'll show you the cord. This is the cord for the phone. And I don't think there's ever been a phone here in like 20 years. But I used to hate. I took 7 years of piano. And I used to absolutely hate playing. Occasionally I'd like it, but I mean really for the most part, I hated practicing. That's what I hate, is practicing. I have no discipline. I don't like to practice. So we're here, and I'd say the best I can do of 7 years of piano is... See? I can't even do that. Wasn't bad. That was with one hand, and there's another part I could play with that, or somebody else has to sit down and play it. I don't know. But that's about as effortless as I can be on a piano. There was something else I could do. Yeah. So there we are. We're at the piano. This is a Bosendorfer. When we first got it, it was one of 2 only Bosendorfers in the city, and I thought that was really cool. I don't know what it is now, but it's really cool. Or it was really cool. So here we are. Playing pops. We'll just look around. I'm trying to think of anything. This is a great place to hide for hide and seek, by the way. Let me show you. I'm gonna take this thing off because we're gonna do a shaky cam now. Okay, oh, watch yourself. Here we go. Oh, now the cord's caught. Ooh, this is scary, isn't it? Okay, so here we are. I'm probably playing havoc with the exposure, but see, here we are. Oh, okay, we're behind. That was a great place to yeah, right there, right by that lint. That was a great place to hide for hide and seek. And nothing else here. I'm crouched now, so I'm panning. Oh, here's the phone. The mystery phone that was never there before, ever in the entire existence of life here. Okay. Now I'm stepping on the cord, which is real great. That right there. It's a picture of my grandfather. I gotta do something. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay, see, my eye, I couldn't see focused like through the eyepiece. Now I can. Alright, so that's my grandfather, a long time ago. It's a rock. That thing has been here forever. I don't even know where it came from. I don't know what that is. Let's look up close. I can't tell from here. That is the Bach that has been here forever. Ooh, I keep tripping over things. Sorry. He's been there forever. I think his nose is finally... his nose was like that for years. He really held up, actually. It looked great on the piano. I mean, oh, and this rug we got on, I think, one of our... Yeah, well, I know where we got it. I don't know whether it was one of our first, but we definitely got it in New Mexico on one of our western trips. And there's Bob and Betsy's wedding photo. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I'm clashing with the music as we have it. These coach lights were kind of a really swanky addition to this place when we did whatever we did to that wall. We put that paneling up because it was plaster like the rest of it. And I could white balance against that wall. See, you can see me. Hello. Painting. That's an original. The other photos are not. Well, the photos are. I don't know about the photos. I doubt the top one is. I can't even tell from here. Zoom in. I don't even know if it's painting or a drawing. Looks like a drawing. It's probably an original. I mean, not like a Van Gogh or something like that, but I think Betsy made that, or somebody. Couch, sleep couch in there too. We have a lot of those. See, and then this end table has been in the family forever. You're not supposed to lean on these things right here because they're stripped, but they're still in. We got a couple nice stories about the stairs. We'll talk about that in a second. And that's the dining room. A lot of light today. And the door. Okay. Well, let's see. See, what we used to do is we used to race up the steps, and Craig and I would get at the bottom of the steps, and then Bob would maybe you get at the top, and he'd go, and we go, and we go up the steps. And it was also the steps we came down, like it was a big deal to come down the steps for Christmas, and that was the steps that Grandma used to call up when she wanted us and wouldn't come up the steps. You know, a lot of memories. Get those handkerchiefs handy. That's the dry sink. And that's like one of those legendary names. I think I finally maybe know what it means, but at the time it was just, it was like the word meant more than what the actual composition of the word seemed to mean, like dry sink. It wasn't just a dry sink, it was the dry sink. I don't know, it's tough to explain, but if you understand it became more than just simply a definition. It was something incredible and something, I don't know, it was an item. It was something. I'm confused now, but I'm not going to stop. In there, that's where we also used to keep a lot of junk, Chris, everywhere, because you can't really tell now because everything's cleaned up for the most part, but I kept a lot of stuff in there. I think my microscope was kept in there. My letters to Arnold Lobel in there. Oh yeah, see, when I was a kid, this isn't a really interesting shot, but I'll talk while I'm looking around. When I was a kid, I wrote to the author of Ice Cream Cone Coop, and wrote Ice Cream Cone Coop news reports, and mine was more or less a horror story of what happened to all the animals in Ice Cream Cone Coop, and he really liked it, and so the two of us started working on a book together, and then, of course I forgot to do anything about it, and I've always wondered what happened to it, but we were working on a book about fish, and I never did, because he did Ice Cream Cone Coot and Frog and Toad Are Friends, and I never did find out. I should probably write him soon, but I've said that for a couple years now. Okay, well we've made a complete 180. We're going to go over and see what's happening with the rest of this place. Now I'm going to try this really difficult maneuver. I'm going to pull the cord out. Yeah, okay, I pulled the cord out while it's going. So now we're on battery power, and I can walk through. See, this is stuff that's all packed up, obviously. Europe stuff, the cart, the plants, the window. There's nothing particularly interesting. I mean, not interesting like this is interesting, but nothing for me to say. So shut up. Okay. This is this little alcove, right? Straight ahead's the kitchen. Did we look at the kitchen? Yeah, we must have. And, the cabinet here. I don't know, I've always found this place very mysterious. Whenever I was feeling particularly upset about something, or not upset's not the right word. Like, like some people have their thinking place. This was sort of a thinking place type deal. Or if I was upset, because I remember one time not wanting to go to a concert, and I just stood here and just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. As I usually did, because I was a pretty spoiled little brat of a kid. I mean, if you think about it, I was, always spoiled. I always wanted what I wanted, and this is also, well, we're now in the, this is the closet. This is also a really cool place to hide, but see, there's nothing there now. You could never hide in a place like this. You could. Oh, there's me. Let's look at me. Hello, me. How's it going? See, dad slippers. Like they're my dad's slippers, but I have slippers just like this, and I have to have these on if I'm in a house. Cool beans. Clothes chute. This was always cool. I always thought this was cool. And functional too, look. Mirror, clothes chute, mirror. Cool house, really cool house. This is, I wonder if you can even see any of this, probably not. But here we go. This is where all the cleaning stuff is, and down here we get some polishing and some light bulbs. Towels are always in this drawer. See, there's some now. And the rags are in this drawer. Of course, Geifus, more rags. I guess it's more rags. All smells the same. It all smells like Pledge. It's always smelled like Pledge. Bathroom. Oh, wow! This is incredible. Look at this. See, look at the door. It's not cracked. It's been cracked for as long as we've lived in this house. See, I told you there'd be some surprises for me, if not for you. And I was thinking about this the other day. But this is now cracked. No, not cracked. Not that it's, repaired itself miraculously, but they've replaced it. This is now early days. Everybody used to take their showers down here. Not really quite sure why, but this was the main bathroom. And I always thought this was cool because it's its own case and things. But now, upstairs bathroom is the main bathroom. And I remember the transition thinking that was really weird that everybody now is upstairs, but now everybody is upstairs when they take showers. Toilet, remember that? You've seen that before? Hello, it's me again. I'm so vain. I bet you think I wrote this song for you. I know, whatever that Carly Simon song is. We just saw somebody out there. Now this is the den. Before the family room over there, which is on the other side of this wall, was built, this was our family room. There was a little couch, TV, we had a video game, one of the first Colecos. Somewhere, this is all the slide stuff. Maps of the world, important to have. Like that map here has been around. Yeah, this map here has been around forever. I've always had that map. But anyways, this was our den, and one time we were watching TV. Joel was just like a little baby kid. And Joel fell off a chair, and I went to grab for him, and I grabbed him by the neck instead. And I broke his fall, but I almost broke his neck, and so I got in trouble anyway. You can't do any good sometimes. And that lamp right there, it's kind of buried in Geifus. That's always been here. It's always been on that desk, which has always been here, and that's a cool desk. I had that in my room at some point, I think, when I used to live upstairs in Bob's room. But this now, let's see, the bed's missing. See, that's what's missing from here. I knew there was something wrong. There used to be a bed here. I don't know what happened to the bed. Well, I don't need it anymore, probably. See, there's a Super 8 projector. I had that for a while in New York. And this is mine. Let's look at this. Okay, this is a cornucopia. Are we in? Yeah, can we see it? Yeah. This is a cornucopia I did during Thanksgiving at one point. This is, the crayons and then paint over it, and the paint doesn't cover the crayon because it's wax. That's hung there ever since. Let's see. Do we have a date? We have a date. It's 200B grade 2. Second grade. That's when I was in second grade. Mrs. Kapanicky, the first teacher I ever had an incredible crush on, because she hugged me my second day and said, "You're doing fine." And I had a crush on her from then on. She was beautiful. She's married now. Oh well, too late. Okay, that's it for here. Let's, this is a view through the door. Let's go, let's do another setup, okay? Okay. Old black leader never hurt anybody. Okay, we're going down in the basement now. I think I'm going to do the rest of this thing handheld because, you don't really need to see me, although I like to be seen, obviously. See, there's my feet. And I just want to do this. Okay, this is the basement steps. Always the biggest pain in the neck to clean, because if you look at that. See, they really go through. There's not really a back to them, but they put that paste board back to them. And so we always had to vacuum. Obviously, this hasn't been done recently, but that's okay. I mean, that's On the other hand, oops, I better not say that. I'll probably insult my father. They maybe have been. Yes, they have. Okay, in here, that's the furnace room. Look at this. This is, I've never seen this. Look, I've never seen it so clean before. You probably can't see, I hope. See, yeah, okay, there's some light. It's hard to tell. Okay, I'm looking in here. This is the tool room. See, this is like one of the neat old-fashioned, workstations. And here is the bathroom. This is like the scary bathroom of the universe. See this light? See this light? See how easily it pulls? It was never used to be like that. This is this old bathroom that I think has been used once or twice. It was always very scary because it was so. Oh hi, there's me. It was always very scary because it was so spidery and we never wanted to clean it. Let's look how clean this is. It sounds like it's running. Always jiggle the handle. That's an important thing. See this shower, I guess it was the shower because you wouldn't take a shower in here unless, this is where you'd wash down the dogs or if you had a homeless person and needed to wash a homeless person and didn't want to clog your upstairs drains. Or, if you had murdered someone and dismembered their body and store them there. I don't know why I said that. I know why. Well, this is the pool table. I know why. We'll get back to this. It has to do with that door. I wish I could put on some music that was pretty scary because that's the scary thing there. Looking over here, okay, we had this rack here at one point. That's gone. I see that all we have here are boxes for things. That used to go over that door. Yeah, let's see, this Gershwin piece. A medley. It's probably something from no, I thought it was something from singers. It's not. Okay. So here is the pool table, which we, every year we used to get one big Christmas present, and there used to be a pool. The ping pong table was the oldest. See, that's not there anymore. I don't see. Oh, see, there it is, right there against the wall. Ping pong table was the first. Then there was a pinball machine, which I think the Baines have now. Get this echo sound. Echo. Because it never used to be. There used to be stuff in this room. Even carpeting at one point. At one point there was a TV and we had this white carpeting. There's a TV over here and a space heater. And this is when Craig and I were in our firebug stage. One of the most dangerous stages for children is the firebug stage. What we used to do with the space heater is we used to drop newspaper into the space heater while we were watching television, and just to see it catch fire. And of course we had a white rug, and so we would drop the charred newspaper, or the burning newspaper, come to think of it, onto the white carpeting. And then my mother would come down and she's like, "What's burning?" "Oh, nothing." And we'd be laying sprawled out on the floor in really weird contorted positions to cover the burn spots. And then sometimes we even used to spit. And this is gross, but it's one of those kid things. We used to spit in the heater just to see it sizzle. We were into stuff like that. We were weird kids. Now see this hole, I don't know what this hole is. I really have no memory because there was always something blocking it. There was always something in the way, like usually a bookcase or something. I'm not sure what else, but there was never anything else but this. I never really saw that before. I'm not really doing this very well. Sorry. Let's move on, shall we? Yes. Window. Boy, see, now if you look down in there, those were always covered with leaves and gyphus and junk. Those have been cleaned out thoroughly. This is probably why the walls were so. The walls used to be green. This is why the walls were probably so bad at one point. I think this has all been painted recently. I'll have to ask. No. Now this is it. This is the cold room. See, this is another one of those. Oops. This is another one of those rooms or things that have a name that make it. It's not just a cold room because it's cold. It's more of its essence. Let's see what we can do about seeing in this place. Okay, it is cold in here. It smells like it's just been painted. Mom used to put up pickles and jars here and here. Yeah, all this has been painted. We used to keep all our old stuff in here. There used to be a lot of things in here. See, this is the back part. I don't think I've ever been in this part. Now, this is the story. This is the legend of this room. There is a legend for this room. And that is that we heard a rumor. I don't know where this came from, but we were convinced at one point, I don't know, we meaning Craig and I guess, that someone had been murdered in this room. A woman had been murdered in this room. And I think that's why it was called the cold room. And I don't know how it got started or where we heard it, but thereafter, I remember not a vision, not a dream, but the impression that right here, there were, at one time before we moved in, right here there had been a pile of boxes and stuff, and draped across it was a brunette woman in her mid-20s with pretty fair skin, with straight black hair and sort of a mini skirt, sort of what they used to wear in the mid-60s, late 50s type deal. And she was sprawled over unconscious, and she was dead. And I don't know where I got that image, but that image is attached to this room, to this spot right there. That's why I remember being not afraid, but intrigued by it. And there was always a lot of mystery to this room because of this. So this is the cold room. So that's why maybe I was morbid a little earlier. I guess I better turn off the light there. Now, if you look here, see this wall. I've been showing this wall. I haven't explained it. When we first got here, this was all open. And so shortly after we first got here, something's happening. I see lights flashing. Better hurry up with this. They built this wall. And see, look at this. I haven't been down here. This place is beautifully clean. This is a testament to the ability of one man and his desire to get things in order. See, here's a desk. I don't remember that desk. It was probably over there at some point. There's this table. See, this is all not new so much as newly arranged or newly cleaned off. All of it. So, this is a refrigerator. No, this is a freezer. There was a refrigerator there. Omaha steaks. Yeah, baby. I'm hitting something. Okay, I'm seeing light, so I guess I better shut this thing off. I don't think there's... Oh, just one story. We met this kid. I don't know where this kid came from, but it was when we were in the insect hunting days. And he lived up the street, and he used to come here, and... No, that was the squirrel. That's another story. I got that confused with the hoppity hop story of being on a hoppity hop, and Craig and I on the hoppity hop, the blue bouncy thing, and Bob kicking us so that we could go as high as we could possibly go. And one time, in conjunction with the hit, with the bounce itself, one time I hit the ceiling, and I think that's the last time we did that. Okay, I think that's it for this installment. Let's look up the stairs. Let's fade out, because fade out would be kind of cool. I can't find the button. Oh, there's the button. There we go. I don't know if you can even see me now, but we'll just pretend that you can. Right now I'm in the alcove at the land. Actually, I'm on the landing by the stairs, and this is probably the farthest this direction I've ever been, because there's usually stuff here. There's bookshelves. They're all empty. Shanghai Today. One of those films. For Sadie's Sake. See, there's some more films from my grandfather that I didn't know that are not where they should be. I should put them with the films later. Remind me, thank you. It also should be noted that I just broke the tripod. I just snapped the handle off. So, my fault. I guess I'll just have to buy a new one. It's only money. But, I don't know. This is weird right now. This is very quiet. This spot right here. It absorbs a lot of sound. It's very quiet. I could fall asleep here, I think. But there are always thousands of books. And now there's just Geifus. Now, I just found something. Candle holder. It's made of tin. Never seen this before, but I bet that it's like some sort of ritual candle to summon the spoovy goddess Martina from the South Sea Islands you light a special candle and it glows and it summons her spirit, and she leads all the reptiles. And of course, there would be a patron saint of reptiles connected with this house. That's probably why I like reptiles so much. You're probably just seeing my chest, or at least that's how it feels. You're just seeing my chest. I guess I don't know. So that wasn't very funny. See, when I'm thinking about it, I can't really do this stuff. But it's all I wanted was to show you this spot and let you look out the window, because there's quite a view. It's a little later. If I take this thing off, oh yes, if I take this thing off, let me look outside. See, we'll get to see that later. There's a gazebo in the distance. There's a garage, the chimney. There's the trailer. Really beautiful out there. We'll see what that has to offer us later. Can't find the off switch. Later.